Oh, hey, didn't see you standing there. Come on in. In this video, we're going over your active assisted shoulder range of motion series. We're gonna be going through 4 different planes of motion here. The first one is going to be Scaption, which is in between flexion and abduction. So right here, about 45 degrees going up overhead. From there, we're gonna move on into our abduction, which is that snow angel movement out to the side. And then last one is gonna be in flexion. We're gonna be doing this in a supine position down on the floor here or on a bed we got at home. We're gonna be using some type of an assistive device like a golf club, broomstick, PVC pipe. Wooden dowel works really, really well here. And we're also going to be utilizing the PNF strategy that we do from a manual basis with a contract, relax type of technique. When we're laying here in supine with our knees bent and feet flat on the floor, we're gonna set our rib cage with blowing out some air to pull it down towards our pelvis. That's gonna set all of the shoulder girdle into a good position. The first movement I'm gonna demonstrate is the Scaption plane. On our back, knees bent, we are going to be grabbing the end of the dowel. And I want you to actually create tension here by straightening out the arm and punching throughout the entire movement. The opposite hand is gonna be either underneath the bottom portion of that dowel or on the bottom end in an opposite grip. So we're gonna go palm up for the right shoulder, palm down for that left hand. From here, we're gonna allow the cane to do a lot of the work. And we're gonna move it in that 45-degree plane up until the point where we start to feel a restriction. Now, once we get here, we're gonna be super active. We're gonna be grabbing that, twisting it, trying to break that pole, that dowel in half, as we reach and punch up towards the ceiling to get that protraction and that scap moving. We're gonna reach as far as we can go. Once we hit that end point, we're gonna push back down into the dowel. You're gonna give me a 5-second hold and then reach again and try and go a little bit further. Push down, isometric hold for 5 seconds. Reach up, trying to go a little bit further. Push down, isometric hold, 5 seconds. Reach up, try and go a little bit further. You're gonna do this 8 times before going into our abduction plane. For here, same type of grip, underhand, meaning the palm is facing up towards the ceiling. We're gonna keep the arm laying flat onto the floor here. We're still gonna be active. We're still gonna go ahead and straighten our arm, grip and punch, now out towards the wall to our right. We're gonna use that dowel to start to move that shoulder out into the abduction plane. Once we reach that end range, the same thing. We're now gonna try and push back down into the dowel, trying to bring our arm back down to our side, isometric hold 5 seconds. Relax, try and push it up and reach. Drive down, hold, 5 seconds. Reach. Down, hold, 5 seconds. Reach. Once again for 8 reps. The next and the final phase of our straight arm work is gonna be straight up into flexion, which is the thumb pointing up towards the ceiling and going straight up overhead, getting that biceps as close to our ear as possible. This time when we grip, we're gonna have that thumb pointing back towards the wall behind us. Dowel gonna be gripped by the opposite hand, still in our palm down fashion. We're gonna use that to help push us straight up overhead to our end point. And then same concept of that PNF, push down, hold for 5 seconds. Then reach, punch up overhead. Down, hold, 5 seconds. Reach up overhead. Push down, hold for 5 seconds. And then reach up overhead. That's going to be our 3 planes of motion with the straight arm. We're now gonna go into our external rotation, which we're gonna be doing at 0 degrees for now with that arm. That's gonna be pretty much plastered up against your rib cage. And we're working on that external rotation. From here, we're gonna move up to about 45 degrees and work on the external rotation. Laying on our back, now arm is gonna be out by our side. We're gonna be gripping the very end of the dowel, making a fist around it, squeezing it tight. We're gonna actually start with this one by pushing the dowel in the opposite direction now towards the wall to our left. So we're gonna be pushing it as if we're trying to take our hand down to our stomach, hold for 5 seconds, and then actively push away with that dowel into some external rotation, push back, hold for 5 seconds, push down with that dowel, trying to push the hand towards the floor. Push back, hold for 5 seconds, push down with that dowel towards the floor. One of the big compensations that we see with this internal-external rotation work is that the elbow starts to straighten as you push down. So I need to keep it at about a 90-degree angle to really work on that rotational capacity of the glenohumeral joint. From here, we're just gonna move it out a little bit along the floor, elbow still resting, about 45 degrees. Gonna go through the same thing. Push in with the hand into internal rotation, try to get that palm to your stomach. Then after a 5-second contraction, reach, pushing that dowel in the hand out towards the floor, back, 5 seconds, out towards the floor, push down, 5 seconds, out towards the floor. Trying to sneak a little bit more range of motion every single rep, every single time we do this. Now this is typically done in a lot of clinics passively, where they just kind of have that strength, that strong arm, the working arm, just moving that opposite arm, that surgical arm, into as many different ranges as possible. But I don't really like that because it doesn't get the brain involved. We don't get the neurological recruitment that we're going to need to be active, full active here in just a little bit.